Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a questions and answers video. I just was in the mood to talk to you guys, so I got on Twitter and sent out a tweet asking for questions, and you guys sent in some really good ones, so I'm going to go ahead and just hop right in. But first of all, I have to mention The Fault in Our Stars. I read the book and I have not seen the movie yet, and I am just feeling like I'm the only person who has not seen the movie yet, and I cannot wait to go see it. So literally the minute that I have like some free time, I'm going to go. And I've heard that you cry a lot, and I've heard that it's amazing, and you laugh and then you cry again, and I just cannot wait to see it. So if you guys have already seen the movie, don't leave any of like spoilers or anything in the comments, but I have read the book, but I definitely am going to go see the movie very soon, and I might do like a little review on it once I see it because it looks so great. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump into the questions, and let's go ahead and get started. Brandy says, what is your biggest regret and why? My biggest regret probably would just be something very broad, like not doing things that I was afraid of at the time. I've learned that a lot of things that I've been really afraid and like really anxious about have actually turned out to, number one, really teach me a good lesson, or to actually not be as bad as I was making them seem in my mind. Other than that, there's not like one specific thing I really regret besides just maybe not taking as many chances as I could. That bird is being so annoying. Anyways, it just would be not taking chances, because I think that's really what shapes you into a person and helps you grow and change. And like I said, many things that I've been afraid of actually have turned out to really not be that bad. Tiana says, how can you get over the kind of breakup that literally tears everything you are into pieces where you can't get out of bed? I think that's a totally normal stage of a breakup. Everyone kind of goes through that, especially if it's a very big breakup, or if it's like your first love or your first real heartbreak. Honestly, when I first had my first real breakup, I remember like for about a week, maybe 2 weeks, I literally just like laid in my bed and cried and like just was alone, and I ended up losing a bunch of weight, and I just was so sick emotionally and like physically, and I just wasn't in a good place. But it honestly just takes time, and that's like the most simple answer. And also it's really hard to think about that, because when you're in that mindset, you never think that you're going to be able to get over it, but you do eventually, and it gets better, and you grow, and you can look back, you know, years later and be okay with it and be resolved about the whole thing. But in the moment, it's just hard, and you just have to let yourself kind of feel that hurt and feel that pain, I guess. And I know that's probably not the best answer, but breakups are tough, and everyone goes through them, and ultimately, like I said, I really think they do shape someone, and it's just kind of something crappy that everyone has to deal with. Joanne says, a lot of young girls who watch your videos look up to you as a role model. Is there anyone dead or living that is your role model? I love this question, first of all, because you know, I don't necessarily think of myself as a role model, but I definitely try to live my life in a way that I'm proud of, so I would hope other people can kind of look at that and maybe learn from my mistakes, or learn from decisions that I've made, and either learn to make better ones, or maybe change the way that they are into something better. So like I said, I'm definitely not perfect, and I've made so many mistakes, and I've done the wrong thing so many times, but I definitely at least try every day to kind of be a good person and work towards being the best person I can be. As far as a role model, probably pretty cliche, but definitely just my mother. I've just always looked up to her, and I've been raised with like very good morals and standards, I think, and she's always just been the person I go to for advice, and just anything I ever need, she's there, and has just a really great way of looking at things that maybe sometimes I don't have, and I know that probably comes from like wisdom and being older. So probably my mother. Shauna says, are you an introvert or an extrovert? And I think I'm a bit of both. I definitely think I can be very shy and to myself, and very kind of overthinking things, and kind of a quiet person, but I definitely can be outgoing and friendly. It just kind of depends on the situation, and I guess like how long I've known the person for, and just kind of, yeah, the overall setting and what's going on. But for the most part, I think I'm more of an introvert, but I would like to work on being a little more outgoing and a little bit more upfront with people, because I am kind of shy at the end of the day. Amanda says, what are your dreams? Do you ever feel like you've accomplished any of your dreams? This is a really good question. I was thinking about this the other day. I was just kind of having like a down day, and I was kind of just thinking like, what do I want to do in life? Like, where am I going in life? Like, what is my ultimate purpose in life? And I just started thinking about, you know, I have accomplished a lot of things, and I think sometimes people can kind of get caught up in what's going on around them and what other people are doing, and it's hard to like look back and think of all the things that you've done. And I want you guys to also think of this too, because just, you know, every day there's something that you're accomplishing and something that you're getting done, and if there's not, you really should work towards doing something every day, or at least trying to do something small every day that you can look back and think of. For me, one of the biggest things that I have accomplished definitely would have been being featured at Miami Fashion Swim Week, and that was just crazy. I cannot believe I had that opportunity. I'm going back this year. I'm so excited. And you know, when I was having kind of this down, kind of sad day, I just thought about that and I realized, you know, I'm so lucky that I had that opportunity, and I really need to do everything in my power to make the most of that and just, you know, keep trying to work hard and do great things like that. And as far as any other dreams, just to be happy, I guess. And I don't really have like one specific huge dream, and I just kind of am gonna see where this journey of life takes me. Jenna says, what's your best / biggest beauty tip in general? I would say I have two. I have one that's like a little bit more literal, and that would just be take care of your skin, really moisturize it, trying to make it healthy. If you have acne, you know, try to work on using toners and things to prevent that, and just really work on making your skin nice and clear and soft and like a nice palette for makeup. I've noticed that whenever my skin looks good, I just feel so much more confident. My makeup goes on better when my skin is nice and like hydrated and moisturized. So definitely my #1 tip would just be take care of your skin and really work on that. And other than that, I would also just say play up your features. You know, if you really have nice eyes, play that up. Wear a ton of mascara or add some false lashes. If you have really big pretty lips, put on some really pretty lip gloss, draw attention to them, and just really play up what you have going on that is like your most pretty feature. Yurika says, what is your favorite thing to do when bored? By the way, I love you too. I have so many random things that I like to do on board, but one thing that I like to do is clean, because I like to think I'm organized, but I can get messy and things can kind of get out of place. Little kids screaming. So when I'm bored, I try to organize and clean stuff and like go through my clothes and clean out my closet, and it may not sound that fun, but actually if you just put on some music and kind of get into it, you #1 kind of keep yourself busy, but you can also get something done that's really helpful instead of just like laying on the couch when you're bored, or you know, taking a nap or something that's not going to actually benefit you in any way. So I definitely try to like clean up or organize. Ariana says, what's something embarrassing that's happened to you? I've had a lot of embarrassing moments. I could probably make a whole video about like my most embarrassing moments. An embarrassing like relationship moment, I guess, which is actually one that's going in my book, was I was dating this guy not for very long, and one night I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch a movie, I'll talk to you a little bit later. And he's like, oh, okay, like what movie are you watching? And I wrote back, P.S. I love you, because that's the name of the movie. And if you've ever seen it, you know, comment below, but it was called P.S. I love you, so I just wrote back, P.S. I love you. And he wrote, oh, I love you too. And it was like really awkward because I didn't know if I should like correct him or what I should say, and I just kind of left it as it was, and I never really said anything. But it definitely was like way too early on in the relationship to say I love you, and so things just got kind of weird after that, and it was a very awkward moment because I was just explaining what movie I was watching and he thought I was saying I love you, and so he said it back, and yeah, it got awkward. But that was probably one of my funnier moments. So those are all the questions I'm going to answer for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you would like to be featured in my next Q&A, go ahead and follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you guys next time.